Why do you get a headache? Hi, welcome to Curious Kids Every Day. I'm Josh. How are you doing today? It's so good to hear from you. Hey, have you ever had a headache before? Ouch. I had a headache the other day. I had to go lie down for a while. I think I hadn't gotten enough sleep. That's one reason you can get a headache. But do you know any of the other ones? There are lots of different reasons you might get a headache. I was thinking about headaches today because I got a couple of emails from a couple of curious kids named Layton and Audrey. They wondered, what causes you to get a headache? Now, headaches feel like they're in your brain, right? But here's the thing. Your brain can't feel pain. Like if you could somehow touch your brain, you would not feel it. That probably sounds strange because when you have a headache, it feels like the brain is what's hurting. But the pain usually comes from things around your brain, like muscles, nerves, blood vessels, tissues in your head, neck, and face. Think of it like this. Your brain is the control room that receives messages, but the ouch messages usually come from your nerves in your scalp, or your face, your jaw, or your neck. When those nerves get irritated or squeezed, they send pain signals up to your brain. And your brain says, okay, we're feeling pain now. There are lots of different reasons you can get headaches. One super common kind of headache is called a tension headache. Oh, I get these. Tension means tight. If the muscles in your neck or your shoulders or your back or your jaw or your scalp, if they get tight, they can make your head hurt. Now, this might happen if you're worried or stressed, clenching your jaw without noticing. Or maybe if you're just staring at a screen for a long time and you're not moving and you're kind of hunched. Sometimes you don't even realize your shoulders are creeping up towards your ears. When muscles stay tight for too long, they can press on nerves and make everything feel sore and squeezed. Kind of like a headband that's too tight. Another big cause of headaches is the one I mentioned at the beginning, not getting enough sleep. Now, we just had a little baby girl a few months ago, so this is another kind of headache I get sometimes. When you sleep, your body does important cleanup and reset work. If you don't get enough rest, your body can feel off. Have you ever gone to sleep too late or woken up too early, and at some point during the day you just thought, what is wrong with me? What's going on? And your mom or your dad said, you didn't get enough sleep last night. That's what's happening. When you don't get enough sleep, sometimes your muscles, they can't relax as well, and your brain doesn't get a full recharge. And then your body responds with a headache. Another big reason is something called dehydration. Do you know what dehydration is? Yep, that just means your body doesn't have enough water. Your body needs lots of water. That's why it's really important to drink a lot of water. Your brain and your blood need water to work their best. When you're dehydrated, your blood vessels can change and nerves can become more sensitive. Sometimes a headache is your body's way of saying, water, water, please. You can also get headaches from being hungry. Did you know that? If you go too long without eating, your blood sugar can drop. See, your brain uses energy constantly, so when it notices the fuel is low, it might send a headache signal as a warning. No, seriously, we need to eat right now! You never want your blood sugar to drop too low. You need that to be in a nice, safe zone. Eating good foods keeps your blood sugar right there in that good, safe spot. Some people get headaches from bright lights, or loud sounds, or even strong smells. Have you ever gotten a headache because you smelled something that smelled so bad, it actually made your head hurt? These things can overwhelm the nervous system. It's like your senses are getting too many signals all at once and your brain just goes, ah! So, a headache is often your body's way of saying, something needs adjusting. Maybe rest, maybe water, maybe food, maybe quiet. And learning what your body is asking for can help you take care of it. Okay, let's have a quick quiz. Which kind of headache can happen when your neck and shoulder muscles get tight? That would be a tension headache. And what's the word for not having enough water in your body? That word is dehydration. And if you go a long time without eating, what is it in your body that drops and can trigger a headache? Remember, you want this thing to stay in the safe zone. We call that your blood sugar. Okay, let's play a couple of rounds of true or false. True or false? The pain of a headache often comes from nerves, muscles, or blood vessels around the brain. Yep, that's true. True or false? Your brain can feel pain. That is false. Your brain doesn't actually feel anything. True or false? Being hungry can sometimes trigger a headache. Yep, that's true. Would you rather have a really bad headache for 1 hour once a year, or a headache that didn't hurt that bad, but you had it once a week? Now, I've had a really bad headache before, and let me tell you, an hour is a long time to have a really bad headache. Unless you can just make yourself fall to sleep, it's rough. I think I would rather have a small headache once a week rather than one big one once a year. So I'll go with the smaller one. Okay, let's play a round of What Am I? What am I? I can drop. Your brain uses me as fuel. And if I get too low, you might get a headache. What am I? I am blood sugar. Okay, we've learned a lot about headaches today, so now I'm going to quiz you. I'm going to give you some different scenarios, and you tell me if that thing would cause a headache or not. Are you ready? How about not drinking much water all day? Yeah, that would cause a headache. Your body has to have water. What about getting a good night of sleep? Would that cause a headache? No, quite the opposite. A good night of sleep helps with headaches. What about skipping a meal when you're really hungry? Oh yeah, your blood sugar can drop. What about taking breaks and stretching your neck and shoulders? Nope, good stretches can actually relieve tension, and that can stop you from getting a tension headache. What about loud noises for a long time? Could that cause a headache? Yep, your senses might get overloaded, and that can cause a headache. Okay, one more. What about being tense and clenching your jaw without noticing? Yep, that could definitely cause a headache. So if you ever do get a headache, it can help to play detective. Did you sleep enough? Did you drink water? Did you eat? Have you been staring at a screen too long? Are your shoulders tight? Sometimes your body gives you a headache to get your attention. It's like a little alarm bell that says, hey, something needs a reset. And the more you notice the patterns, the better you get at helping your body feel good again. What kind of question do you think we'll ask tomorrow on Curious Kids Every Day? I can't wait to find out. So until then, keep asking questions and stay curious, kids. And for all the grown-ups listening, please visit CuriousKidsEveryday.com to get a free printable with activity ideas that don't involve screens. Those are the best kinds of adventures to have. That's CuriousKidsEveryday.com. See you tomorrow.